Hello friends, welcome back for another video. This is my third attempt at filming this video. Just, technical difficulties. So today's video, if you haven't gathered already, is going to be a wrap with me. I'm very excited because I really need to get all these presents wrapped. I've done a good bit of wrapping already, which is great news. However, I still have quite a bit to go. Are you guys more like last minute wrappers or like early wrappers? And like same with like buying presents. Like, do you tend to buy earlier or do you buy last minute? Because I typically wait, I think, until like mid-December, not mid-December, early December, to really get buying my gifts. But this year I started way earlier because of just like anticipated shipping delays and just all that kind of stuff. So I really wanted to get a move on, to be honest, because I just didn't want things to sell out and I didn't want things to get delayed in shipping, and yeah, that's pretty much the situation. But I'm trying to make things look a little nicer in here. But yeah, and it's still early. It's only December 1st, but the reason I need to get wrapping is because we're going to be out of town for a little while, and I'm also doing gift exchanges like this weekend and next weekend. And then I'm not sure about like Christmas exactly what's going on for that. I think I'll be seeing my brother-in-law and my in-laws on Christmas, probably around that time. But yeah, I like have a strong desire to get a lot of this stuff done and out of the way. That's not gonna work. So yeah, here we are. And I don't know if you guys are like this, but whenever I every year I buy new wrapping paper and stuff. But like every year I feel like I forget what I have. Like this year, I bought new wrapping paper for my sons, and then like a little bit of a nicer wrapping paper for other people's gifts. But I like just completely forgot that I had like a whole container of like wrapping supplies, so that was kind of unexpected. And then I do like to wrap gifts kind of like nicely. It feels harder to do it when you have like a bunch to wrap, and I'm not complaining by any means, like don't take it wrong, but it seems like every year there's like more and more people to buy for, and I'm like starting to wonder like what's the limit. Like, I don't know, because I feel like we tend to spend anywhere between like $50 to like $100 per person that we buy for, and it used to only be like a handful of people, which is great, but I don't know, now there's a lot more people, which is also great, but it's more expensive. And it's just when you have, like, we both have several siblings who have partners. I was going to say several partners, but they don't. They all have partners. And everyone on my side of the family has kids now. And then only one of my brother-in-laws doesn't have kids. And they each have, like, it's only my brother who doesn't, well, no. It's like two of them each have multiple children, and it's like I don't know like where we start to figure out like what makes the most sense, because like I don't know. Like, it's like I know their grandparents are all going to want to get them gifts, which is great and fine, obviously. And, like, we get them gifts. But it's just a lot of gifts for a lot of people is what I'm trying to say. And I don't know. I feel like it's, like, becoming really overwhelming to me in a time of year that I don't want it to be overwhelming. But I don't know the best way to, like, go about this. So, like, if you guys have, like, bigger families, how do you maintain, like, a normal level of gift giving? Because I feel like I've already wrapped a lot of presents this year, and I still have, like, a lot more to go for some odd reason. But I don't really know at what point we suggest just doing, like, instead of we are all buying 10 people $50 gifts, like, if we each just get a person. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some families do that, and I'm just kind of rambling about the same thing, so I'm going to stop thinking about that now. But yeah, let's talk about holiday traditions. So I want to know, like, what holiday traditions you guys have in your families, because this is our first year as a family of 4, and we've already had some traditions that we started with my my almost 3-year-old. Crazy. So every year, like, the first 2 years of his life, what I did was wrap the books, and then we unwrapped them together. And then, so the Christmas books, like, we have, like, 25 Christmas books, so it's, like, every night before bed, we'll read, like, a new book. Like, tonight we read The Very Merry Pout Pout Fish, and then every year that we read it, I write the date in it that we read it. So eventually we'll have, like, a bunch of days listed that we read that book, and I think that'll just be really cool to see over time. Like, it's already fun to see the past, like, 3 years, but bedtime is a little bit of a stressful time in our house right now, because it's just, this box is not going to be big enough. It's a little bit chaotic with all of the kids, both of them, because they both have slightly different routines, and we might kind of, like, divided and conquered a little bit. Like, my husband takes the toddler, and I take the baby because I'm breastfeeding, so we sort of, like, part ways once they get unruly. So we're starting, like, to do our book reading a little bit earlier in the night, which is fine, but it's still, like, a precarious battle. And, like, as much as I would really like to wrap the books, I don't really feel like I have the time right now to devote to wrapping 25 books, so I'm not really doing that this year. And I also think it's just gonna add a little bit more, like, chaoticness to an already chaotic, situation. So yeah, I'm just not doing that. We're just going to be picking from the box. But that's, like, one of our big traditions. Another tradition we have is to bake cookies. Would you guys be embarrassed to, like, give this gift? I don't know. It's, like, it's just weird shaped. So yeah, we bake cookies every year. We do, like, a baking situation, which is always really fun. And my friend is coming up soon to do that together, so I'm looking forward to doing that. We used to do it with a couple of my friends in Seattle, but we don't live in Seattle anymore, and So we didn't do it last year, and we also, well, I guess last year was 2020, but yeah, so I guess the last time we did it was 2019, and that feels like really sad, and also like so long ago. 2019, would it really have been? Yeah, 2019. That's crazy. I feel like time is just moving so bizarrely right now. It's just, yeah, it's really weird. I can't be the only one who feels like that. So let me know if you guys think this year has gone by faster or slower than 2020 did, because I think in early 2020, like when everything was first kind of starting, that felt very slow. Like that was probably the most stressful time for me in this whole thing, probably like March through, I think this looks like a little candy. That's what we do. Tie it with some ribbon. Great idea, Nicole. Fabulous. Yeah, and then we moved, so that kept us like super busy for a while, and then we had a baby, and I just feel like ever since my second has been born, time has just been moving so crazy fast. Like I just can't believe it. Like, it's crazy. And it's almost 2022, and oh, man, it's stressful. But I'm hoping that next year we will be able to go like on a trip of some kind, like do something fun with the kids, even if it's like a road trip. We did go to the Outer Banks this year, which was really fun. We did like a little friends trip with two of my wonderful friends, and that was like a really nice getaway for all of us. But next year I'm hoping that we will be able to go to Hawaii. Well, we're hoping to make it back to Seattle for a quick visit, go to Hawaii from there. But I just don't really know what the year is going to hold. I'm hoping my toddler will be able to start preschool, which is really weird to think about. But I really want him to go to Montessori school. But the Montessori school here doesn't start until age 5, which is kind of weird, in my opinion. But it just kind of like leaves us in a weird place. Whew, okay. So anyway, yeah, let's talk about what you guys are gifting people for Christmas. I feel like it's so hard to think of unique things. Like, so one thing that I'm gifting pretty much all of my nieces and nephews, if you have like a younger kid in your life, is like got them custom Play-Doh from the Dough Project. I just got them like the 6 Play-Doh sets, and it just has like their name on the label, which I think is really cute because like most kids love Play-Doh, and it just feels like an extra fun touch, like especially when they can like recognize their names. For my kids, I bought them a second nugget, mostly because we're about to have like 2 toddlers in our house, and I've seen a lot of the like really cool builds that they do with 2 nuggets, and I feel like the way my son plays with his 1 nugget, that it'll have a lot of longevity for us. So I thought it was a good, you know, little investment gift, and we also really like our nugget. And the other thing that we got for them is it's the John Deere like ride-on tractor with the trailer. It's like, so they have like an indoor car in the basement, and I don't want them to take that outside because it's really loud and I don't want my neighbors to hate me. So, like, it sings. We have the recycling truck one, and I think it's so cute, and my son loves it, but, yeah, it's, like, that's not for outside. So, I want them to be able to have one that they can ride around, like, in the backyard. And we debated getting them, like, the Jeep or something, but ultimately we just didn't go for that because I'm kind of nervous of them being, like, side by side in something for a while, because, well, my one baby's only 8 months or 9 months, but as he gets older, my toddler is working on learning how to share. However, he still, like, is like, this is mine, but he doesn't really know yet how to, like, assert himself other than physically, so he will push or, like, physically move the other one away, which, you know, isn't ideal as a parent. So we're working on it with him, but aside from that, it's just not something I really want him to, I don't know, I don't really want to have to worry about that. So I'm hoping the John Deere tractor will be a better choice. And then we got these little gathering baskets from this Instagram creator I found. Her name's May in Maine is her account, and she makes like these cotton woven gathering baskets, and they're so beautiful. And we're planning to have a garden next year. We did garden boxes this year, but next year we're gonna do an actual garden. And so I thought that would be really fun and cute for them to be able to go out and collect fruit and vegetables in the garden and just gather things like on their nature walks and stuff. So yeah, really excited about those little gifts. And then I had them each pick out gifts for each other. I think my toddler kind of got the concept. He was like, Teddy will love this, and he picked out the cutest little outfit and also like some trucks, which I think he probably will like because he likes his brother's trucks. And then I had my, well, I mean, not that he really picked them, but I have gifts for my toddler from the baby, so that it's like, oh, this is to you from Teddy, this is from Teddy to you. Is that what I just said? From you to Teddy, from Teddy to you? Yeah. So they're like exchanging gifts, because that's something like a tradition that I kind of want to start with them every year, is where we take them to buy gifts for each other. My husband and I kind of gifted ourselves a room painting job because we got our bedroom painted, but that was so expensive. It all shaped up like plus the paint to be like $4,000, which is like quite a lot. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this wrap with me. I hope it wasn't like too long and rambly. And I hope you'll come back for more videos. This Vlogmas, I'm going to try my best to put up a video every day. We'll see how it goes. So I really like making videos, and I think it's fun to be more creative in like different ways. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again soon. Bye!